Sports God TV broadcasting from DC. Like and subscribe if you really try and see me. Oh, what a feeling talking sports like religion, no cap over here, man. It's all about business. Share the content, jump in the comments. Let's get it cracking. So, the 2025 NFL draft is coming to an end. Currently in round 7. We have a lot of young men that has been able to change their lives and those whom they love lives as well. I'm going to run through the first round, and then obviously I'm a Washington Commander fan. I got to dig into that as well. But we got some breaking ground, breaking news type of draft thing going on in the league. We got a highly thought about quarterback who slid all the way to the 5th round in Shedeur Sanders. You got a few trades. You got some teams that got some high grades as far as their picks go. Number 1 wasn't a surprise, right? You have the quarterback, the 6'2", 219-pound quarterback out of Miami going first to the Tennessee Titans. Then you got Jacksonville, who traded up to get and grab their guy, the two-way Heisman Trophy superstar, Mr. Travis Hunter, where he can affect both sides of the ball. Trevor Lawrence is definitely going to love having him, pairing him up with Brian Robinson Jr. Hey, watch out for Jacksonville now. Watch out for Jacksonville. The New York Giants, man, NFC East foe, grabbed up Abdul Carter from Penn State, the edge rusher. They got Burns on one side, they got Carter on the other side, and I think Lawrence is still anchoring the middle. Yeah, they drafted Abdul Carter for Jayden Daniels. Please believe me. The Patriots get offensive linemen some work for Drake May, drafting Will Campbell out of LSU. The Browns was projected. A lot of people was thinking that the Browns was going to take Shedeur Sanders with the 5th overall pick. But at the same time, they took Michigan's defensive tackle, Mason Graham, out of Michigan, right? And when you think about the front that they have with Myles Garrett, obviously, could be pretty interesting there. The Raiders snatched up Ashton Jeanty from Boise State, the phenomenal running back from Boise State, by the way, who has been compared to the likes of my favorite running back of all time, Emmitt Smith. I don't know about that one, man. I got to dive deeper a little bit into and see if I can see some of those comparisons. But the low center of gravity he runs with, the way he makes his cuts, I think he has more speed than Emmitt, even though Emmitt was pretty fast, but he wasn't blazing like Barry Sanders. But Jeanty is really nice. The Jets grabbed the offensive tackle. You know they need offensive line help. Armand Mimbu from Mizzou, offensive tackle. And then you had Carolina getting the speedy receiver from Arizona, McMillan. And then the Saints got offensive line protection, offensive tackle Kelvin Banks Jr. from Texas. Chicago grabbed tight end out of Michigan, Colston Loveland, for another weapon for Caleb Williams. San Francisco, man, getting the edge. Mikael Williams from Georgia. From Georgia. Man, stud edge rusher. I knew he was going to go pretty quick. Alabama on the board. Dallas got Tyler Booker, offensive guard. Dallas trying to get back to building up that offensive line. Then you got Miami got Kenneth Grant from Michigan, off defensive tackle. The Colts, Tyler Warren, Penn State tight end, a dynamic force. So that's a good move for the Colts. Atlanta Falcons. I like what Atlanta has done in the draft. They drafted Jalen Walker, the other stud out of Georgia, linebacker. I like what Cleveland did as well, but they had got the linebacker from Georgia. The Cardinals selected defensive tackle Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss. Good for them. Shamar Stewart, edge rusher out of Texas A&M, goes to Cincinnati. Is that a play to pair up with if they're going to pay Trey? Or did they get him to replace Trey Hendrickson? No trade for Trey Hendrickson yet. And then you got Greg Zabel from North Dakota State, offensive guard, going to Seattle. Emeka Ibuka from Ohio State, wide receiver, going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a place for him to go to be able to learn from Mike Evans for sure. He kind of looks like a Mike Evans type of build and player. Then you got Jody Barron, Texas cornerback. The Broncos showing up their secondary. You already know Patrick Surtain back there, one of the best in the league. Man, to pair him up with Surtain is phenomenal. The Pittsburgh Steelers was also rumored to also select Shedeur Sanders, but they went D tackle and they got Derek Harmon out of Oregon, who unfortunately mother passed right after he got drafted. That is crazy. That's a crushing blow. You know, one of the first people you're going to want to call if they're not present right there with you is your mama. Oh, you know, getting drafted, letting them know that the wonderful news that life about to change. And for her to pass away, I know he is absolutely crushed by that right there. Then Amarion Hampton, running back from North Carolina, stud running back, the second running back off the board, going to the Chargers. We know Harbaugh is a run-heavy type of coach, and it looks like he got his back. He got his guy. Matthew Golden, speedy receiver out of Texas, going to Green Bay. To pair him up with Love, that should be a good combination. Then the surprising New York Giants was also rumored to draft Shedeur Sanders. But they traded up to get Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss, dual threat type of quarterback that can play the position. Don't get me wrong. I just was like, wow, no Shedeur for the 25th pick for the Giants. 26, James Pierce Jr., edge rusher from Tennessee for the Falcons. You see what I'm saying? 2 edge rushers for the Falcons. You know they had problems last year stopping the run and applying pressure to the quarterback. Looks like they have solved that issue. Malachi Starks out of Georgia, the safety for Baltimore. Baltimore is known to grab some safeties. Pair him up with Kyle Hamilton back there and that already great defense. I know he's going to learn a lot back there and make an impact immediately. Then Tyleik Williams, Ohio State defensive tackle, goes to the Detroit Lions. My Washington Commanders, picking 29th, got Josh Conley Jr. out of Oregon. Offensive tackle, maybe playing the right side of the line because we already have Laremy Tunsil. So, with the move that the Giants made with Abdul Carter, with the Eagles already having in place what they have in place, and the Cowboys having Michael Parsons, the Commanders shore up their top guy, Jaden Daniels, with the offensive tackle who is athletic, 300 plus pounds, can get out on screens, can pass, block his ass off. And also, like I said, man, he's athletic. He can get downfield. So when we're doing bubble screens or we're doing a running back screen, and, you know, we got Deebo Samuel. I mean, this guy can move. So that is a great pick for the Commanders for sure at 29. 30th pick, Kentucky cornerback Maxwell Harrison. The Buffalo Bills needed help in the secondary. They got their man. Jahad Campbell. Interesting, the Chiefs and the Eagles swap picks. The two Super Bowl foes that recently just played in the Super Bowl swap picks. They jumped up to get Jahad Campbell out of Alabama, linebacker. You pair him up with Zach Bond and already what the Eagles have on defense, and they add another piece, a speedy linebacker, one that they can let's say they drafted him for Jaden Daniels as well within the division. I'm trying to tell you, the GMs in the NFC East has been playing chess throughout this draft. And then last but not least, the Kansas City Chiefs select offensive tackle. He was highly touted until he got injured. Supposed to have been like a top 10 type of pick. Josh Simmons out of Ohio State. So obviously they need to protect Patrick Mahomes a little bit better. You've seen Patrick Mahomes make a statement saying that they're going to unleash the passing game this year. And so maybe his vote of confidence on why he said that, because he knew where Andy Reid and company was going to go. So what are your thoughts and comments about the first round of the draft? Mind you, no Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders did slide to the 5th round and eventually picked up by the Cleveland Browns. I mean, what a first round. Like I said, a lot of good players being drafted all over the place. What's your thoughts and comments? Comment your team and your favorite pick of your team. And what is the overall favorite pick of the draft you think? Who has the brightest future in the National Football League? It's your boy, Sports God TV, where we talk sports like religion. And I'm out. Till the next time.